and I've been working on that book, which should come out soon.
The big thing about Image captaincy is that he's actually part of the team, but at the same time he keeps himself distant from it. He's able to make the right moves and have the authority, and that is a very, very big thing.
Over the years, the Pakistan players were, very good individual cricketers, but I don't think they played as well as a team. They had some magnificent cricketers during my time, but they always seemed to just sort of capitulate whenever there was some sort of pressure. But when Imran took over the team, he got them to be, a more professional unit.
I think one of the greatest qualities any captain must have is that he must lead by example. I mean, no captain should ever expect a team to do what he cannot do. I mean, I know captains who make speeches. I played in county cricket where a captain stands and gives a speech saying how all the chaps should fight and all this. But it doesn't work. The watershed of my batting career was in 1982 when I became the captain, because I realized in order to tell the other batsmen not to play careless shots, I first had to lead them by example.
It is. Imran Khan stood fast when the others were collapsing. Went through some very frustrating moments, but there's a half century for him.
When we went to India in 1987, I think no one expected us to win because India had an outstanding batting lineup, and they had these spinners who had the reputation to bowl well on spinning wickets, and they produced spinning wickets against us. But we had a team which fought all the way. It was a young team, but they really did fight on spinning wickets with their batting lineup, which was much superior to ours. To have won the series, I think, gave me the greatest satisfaction. And really the welcome at Lahore bore testimony to it, that the people here also felt that, we had done a great job. The team spirit from India carried on to England. When we got to England in '87, England were on a high. They had just won the Ashes. Gatting was the captain. They had an excellent team. For a long time, they hadn't had a team as strong. Their confidence was up. And really, in the first two tests, we struggled against them. But it was at the Leeds Test match that we really turned the tables. And really, for me, that again was a great match.
And it's gone. Trying to leave the ball, taken by Salim Malik at first slip. England in trouble again, 9 for 2.
David Gower dragging that back on. Short of a length, just outside off stump.
Imran into Jack Richards.
Oh, that's out. That's a fine catch. Imran swinging the ball in, just make it bounce a little, going off the shoulder of the bat pretty quick. He does it short leg there, and a very good catch.
Imran Khan takes his 300th Test wicket. Here's Imran to Dilly.
Well, that's it. Imran bowling Graham Dilly with a full length delivery there, and 7 wickets innings for Imran Khan.
And having won that Test match, we hung on, and really we became, by the end of the summer, a much better team than England.
The gentleman who has made an outstanding contribution with his batting performances, particularly a match-saving one at Edgbaston, high quality and consistent bowling performances, but particularly outstanding leadership, Imran Khan.
Strangely, when we got to England, I could not understand why the British media treated the Pakistani team the way it did. I mean, personally, they treated me very well. But for some reason, whatever the Pakistan team did was interpreted as cheating, or it was as if we were trying to get some unfair advantage. I mean, in one case, 2 of our players had to go off because they were injured. And the press next day, I mean, one of the tabloids published a headline that Pakistani cheats, meaning that we were trying to substitute 2 poor fielders with 2 good ones. I mean, this attitude kept going throughout the summer. They put an umpire in one of the test matches who was clearly a controversial umpire. We had objected against him on the previous 2 tours, and yet he was thrust upon us for not 1 test but 2 test matches. And really it was, from that point of view, it was an ugly series because the press was just waiting for us to make a mistake. They would jump on us. Our manager did not want to take it lying down, so he then attacked them openly. There was complete aggression from his side. And really what happened in Pakistan in the subsequent series where the Gatting-Rana affair took place, that was a direct result of the attitude of the TCCB in England regarding this particular umpire.
I think this can easily be avoided.
To avoid indiscipline on the cricket field, the only alternative the ICC has is to appoint neutral umpires. At the moment they have tried to appoint referees, they have tried to impose code of conduct, but all this is not going to get anywhere. All test captains I've spoken to, most of the cricketers, they all agree that the only way forward in cricket, like other sports, is to have neutral umpires.
Really, Javed Meander, the simplest thing he can do is get hold of his players and get them away from the action and get play restarted.
When I went to England in 1971, the Pakistani community in particular, I found them very subservient. I found them apologetic, almost embarrassed to be in England, but they had to be to make some money. They felt that they had to make excuses all the time for being there. Everything, whenever they met an Englishman, it was with a huge inferiority complex. In sharp contrast to what the Pakistan community is like there right now in Britain. At this moment, I have no designs at all to enter politics. I feel that I could achieve much more for Pakistan as I am, rather than once I become a politician, become controversial. Probably I will have my hands tied. I won't be able to do anything. I think I would be able to do much more outside politics. Also, I feel that people have different roles in life. Not everyone should become a prime minister and then he can do something for the society. I think in our own capacity, all of us can do a lot for the society.
My mother was also very keen to see Imran married, settle down and have children. And at one point she nearly convinced him. She told him she'd found a girl for him and that she was not going to take no for an answer. So she used all her motherly emotional blackmail on him and he agreed. But the next morning he came and told her that there's no way I'm going to get married because he said I had a nightmare last night in which I was married and all I saw was black. And if I get married it's going to be a disaster, and he convinced her that he shouldn't be married.
I've never felt that I could do justice to marriage because I felt that there were so many other things in my life. There was always so much happening that I never felt that I would be able to do justice to my wife, and secondly, and more importantly, to my children. I feel that too many people enter marriage without knowing what it entails, and they try and still lead the life of a bachelor.